You need to make a choice. Do you want to be happy or do you want to remain unhappy? Do you want to think well of yourself or do you want to keep feeling terrible about yourself? I don't think anybody wants to feel terrible about themselves and remain unhappy. Happiness would certainly mean being rich, having the car and home you desire, being with the woman or man you dream of. But if you don't have any of these, or more importantly, if you lose any of these, that's going to make your mind think in circles. What went wrong? How terrible have I been? And all these intrusive and negative thoughts start seeding in your mind. But are you sure you will certainly be happy the day you have it all? Can happiness not be an outcome of anything or everything that you've got right now? Talking about life right now, how are you so sure that your life is miserable? Do you have any conclusive evidence for it? What if that evidence is completely flawed? When you say that your life is terrible and full of misery, in most cases, you don't even know the quantum of misery and helplessness. It could be something that your complaining mind has defined for you. When you look around this world, terrible things have happened to people, terrible things being done by people, be it in the first, second, or third world nations. I'm not saying your problems are not real problems, but constantly anchoring your mind to them is the biggest problem of all. Still, if the mind insists there's enough evidence for misery, especially for things we never wanted and are mostly out of our control, what is the outcome? Stress, overthinking, anxiety, depression, or something worse. But what about the other set of evidence we have? Evidence of the slightest and most minute things that have made our life unconsciously more content and easier, like a healthy body, a safe environment. These aren't your birthright, yet a few of us still have them. So this is also a set of undeniable evidence, and we are absolutely unaware and not mindful of it. When we say we are not mindful, we mean that we are not consciously taking this evidence into account. What's the outcome of this evidence? Acceptance, happiness. So if we consciously acknowledge it, we can call it gratitude. And if we don't, consciously, or in most cases, unconsciously, we are thankless about it. Which also means we take all these things for granted. The mind is foolish. The mind is biased. It takes into account the evidence around misery, but never the evidence around contentment. Why has the focus shifted to misery and not contentment? So if we shift the focus to contentment now, can it make things better? Your conscious thinking and speaking strongly develop your subconscious identity, which ultimately shifts the focus of your mind. The world was, is, and will always be filled with the most negative energies and extremely positive energies. The choice is yours. You need to make a conscious decision, or your mind will make you a horrible person. They say the power is in you, not in the thought. Thoughts are biased towards false evidence. Ask yourself, do you want positive energies or negative ones? People have always been negative about so many things in the past, and they were right to an extent. But there were also people who made the positive outweigh the negatives. People were scared of electricity at first. Now you can't imagine a life without it. People feared machines would eat jobs. They did, but the trade off made things even better. You're doing the same with yourself and your life. It's ultimately a choice you need to consciously make. Do you want to embrace the positive or the negative aspect? There is clear and certain evidence from the past that positives can outweigh the negatives. Once you have made a choice between being happy and unhappy, between positive energies and negative one, then comes action. How can you act on it? If you're watching this until now, you've probably chosen happiness and are seeking positive energy. The question is, how do you bring that into action? Our mind is too stubborn and burdened. It's fixated on the choices we have made in the past and wants a future that justifies the past. But the truth is, neither the past is real nor the future. That's the classic dilemma of a wandering mind. But why is it like this? Just to please the ego. A person society sees as good justifies causing pain to themselves. A person society sees as evil justifies causing pain to others. The truth is, causing pain to anyone, including yourself, is wrong. And that's the spectrum of human ego. It makes your mind wander, always justifying that what you've done is correct. So everyone is busy justifying their perspective of being right, which is illogical and ruthless. The mind can't be completely blamed. Its default mode is fight or flight. That's how it evolved. And that's why we developed science and technology to protect our physical body. But the mind is just a tool that works on patterns. You change the pattern, you change the mind. I'm not telling you to let go of the fight or flight mode, but make it consciously aware of the rest and digest mode too. So how do we change the pattern? It can be done by limiting the number of choices. We need to consciously ask ourselves whether we want to focus on the good or the worst. Eliminate the gray areas. It's all a perspective exercise. Is the glass half full or half empty? Start seeing things differently. Try finding the good in every possible situation around you. Try forgiving others and yourself. Try loving yourself. And once you start feeling joy and love for yourself in abundance, even the most mundane things, like feeling the water quenching your thirst, will bring happiness. The moment you are grateful for everything in life, the good as well as the bad, you begin living in the present. That means neither in the past nor in the future. The mind stops wandering. The ego dissolves. What remains is you, a more enigmatic, blissful version of you. The one that needs no substance to feel free or happy. The one that doesn't need mountaintops to realize their inner self. Acknowledging your goodness is the only artillery you've got, regardless of whether you come from a poor or unstable upbringing or lack exceptional intellect or looks. The moment you become mindful of the good you already have and start showing gratitude and respect for it, you'll notice your breathing becomes deeper and more relaxed. Your breath is the only ladder to spiritual awakening. So take one more chance to accept who you are. Find joy in who you are. Let your thankfulness and gratitude compound to a point where you see nothing terrible or shameful, just pure bliss, a state where you think well of yourself, don't complain about others, and allow life to unfold with goodness and positivity.